Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Ron, and I am a A&E subscriber and watcher. I like to watch Duck Dynasty. Now, in recent news, I heard that Phil was suspended from future productions of the show due to his comments on GQ magazine. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me in comments if I am wrong. But supposedly he does not support homosexuality, and his beliefs as a Christian is that homosexuality is a sin and this is such, and each to one of its own. Everybody has the right to choose what they believe and what not to believe and such. It's the way we live. So I feel that the way that A&E uh, took action to suspend Phil from future productions is a bit harsh, and it's wrong because he's a married man. He believes matrimony between a man and a woman. So there is no right for A&E to go ahead and judge him over what he believes, and over what he's also living and experiencing as a man himself. He is he is of age that we should be looking up to him, because as a Christian myself, I support all gender races, and each to one of its own. It's all right. If you choose to be with a woman and you are a woman, or if you're a man, you like to be a man, you want to be with a man, that's fine. That's what you believe in. And what I believe in is that, basically, I would like to get married to a woman and have children, and be what is it, a great supporter, mentor, a great dad, in other words. And it's basically what Phil has been doing. Phil has been a great father. He has four children, and from what the show has been explaining, he has a great wife, and they've been together for such a very long time. So it's quite understanding that, being that they've been together for such a long time, that they're not used to the culture that that we now live in, where we are all treated as equal of somewhat. But it's not right for A&E or anybody to judge the way Phil wants to believe. And you know to me, he's like the last chivalristic. He's the last guy that supports chivalry. He supports his wife, does everything for her. You can see in shows that he takes the time to actually pay attention to her. Now, in the world that we live in, we kind of see women that go on Maury because they can't actually find the father of their child, or you got teenagers crying, killing themselves over because their boyfriend cheated on them with their best friend and three other friends. So it's not it doesn't quite seem fair for anybody to say, what, Phil, you're wrong. In other words, there should be a little bit more of respect, that okay, being that you've been in a marriage for such a very long time, and at the age that you both got into it, it's much more of respect of how loyalty and respect that there should be for a woman. So all this is pretty much nonsense. All these organizations, they could go ahead and bash Phil for what he said, but I truly respect him. Being in a relationship myself, it makes me more want to be more of a better a man to support my future wife, or my future next girlfriend, whatever it could be or could land, because the Lord can't really set me one woman and say, all right, this is going to be the one for you for the rest of your life. Truthfully, the sign should be shown by by love, the interest that there is for another person, whatever it may be. Some people may not choose to believe what you believe, but know that there are people that support. And you know, all in all, I think this is wrong. I think A&E should overturn their decision to suspend Phil. To be honest, I think there should be more teachings of Phil on how he interacts with his wife, how they both grow to bond with each other to the point where the love is just, you can't really bear it. It's like you would want to really share that love that you feel or see on TV with another person. So that's the kind of inspiration that has actually shown me as a Christian to be more loving, with my partner. And I thank Phil for that. The episode "Till Duck Do Us Part" is more of a sign that basically I'm not getting any younger, and it should be the time that I should marry my partner. You know, and it's the type of inspiration that Phil has given me to actually go ahead and move on to the next step of my life. And I thank Phil for that. Even though he does believe in something that I truly believe that should be equal, to support uh, all these organizations, every gender, race, color, whatever it is, it should be time that we should squash all that hate and just support. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's just gonna keep on growing, and that love is just gonna. It just can't be contained. So look into your hearts and really don't judge, because you don't have a right to judge. Really, the person that has the right, to judge more than any of us on this earth is God Himself. So do keep in mind, just because Phil believes in what he believes doesn't give you the right to judge. It's like saying if, uh, you know, uh, I can't really describe any more words to it, but I like watching the show. I'm gonna keep on watching it. It's a shame that Phil won't be on it, but it's something that should be looked into and overturned.